Alright, Second Life. Building, absolute basics. Now we're covering textures. So here you got your box. Now normally you'd be in object mode. We're going to switch to the texture tab. And here's your texture. Right now you can see that the entire cube is selected, so if you grab a texture from your texture library, it's going to apply it to all 6 faces of that cube. Say you want to apply the texture to only one specific face. You will want to click this radio button right here, and those little circles with the cross through them show you which face is selected. So if you click off, whichever face of the cube you click will be the one that is now selected. You can hold down Shift and click again to select or deselect additional faces. So say I just want to add a texture to this face. It's the same basic process. Now there is kind of a useful trick here. If you want to texture a bunch of faces and you don't want to go through the texture selection system, you can just click on those faces and then click on the textured face that you want to effectively copy, and then click here and click select, and it will automatically apply the texture that you selected last to all the faces that you selected. I use that quite frequently. So that's texturing in a nutshell. There are, of course, a lot more complicated things you can do with repeats per face, for example. I mean, this is all pretty self-explanatory, but I'll just give a quick overview, like horizontal, vertical. One nice thing is that these up arrows let you learn these relatively quickly by just through the process of trial and error. So you can pretty clearly see what effect that has. And then there's offset, which is pretty similar. Lets you change the offset of the texture. So you can do all sorts of fancy little tricks with these features right here. So that's pretty much the basics of texturing.